hot, look in the shady places where you may find them resting. When the weather is colder, you may find them at the open grass plains soaking up.
And that means thank you. And as we like to say here in Harambe, Twende, which means let's go. Well, Jumbo friends, hello, hi. My name is Lauren, and I'm going to be your safari guide here today on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. And just a few quick reminders before we head on in. Please keep those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times. And please remain seated at all times. Even for my little ones sitting on laps, make sure they stay on that lap. This is going to be a very bumpy ride, and I don't want to lose anyone. If you look above your head, you'll see it tucked away there. It's kind of on the other side of the fence right now. I'm going to go real slow. You're going to see some okapis. Check out those awesome stripes. Kind of see them back there on the other side of the fence? It may look like the okapi is related to the zebra because of those stripes. However, they're actually the closest relative to the giraffe. Like the giraffe, they have a long prehensile tongue that they use to reach all those leaves off of trees. The tongue can be so long, it can go past their eyeballs up to their ears. Yes, they can clean their own ears with their tongue. This tall black and white bird to our left is a saddle-billed stork. Saddle-billed storks get that. We see one just behind that tree there. You see he's having a snack. Black rhinos have a prehensile upper lip. Prehensile just means that it works like a finger, so it's a little bit more pointed. You can kind of see them reaching it out to pick up all of those leaves there. For that hay, pull it into their mouth, grab on the branches, pull leaves down, things like that. Unfortunately for the black rhino, there are only about 5. It's not that high of a number. It's important we help them, protect them, take care of them. But on the right, there are 2 different animals. This more lighter tan one is known as antelope. They can reach heights of around 50 feet tall. As for the bongo, they are nicknamed the ghosts of the forest. Ooh. That's because in the wild they can be wild hippos off to the right, friends. As well as some large white birds. And these are pink-backed pelicans down on those islands there. Pink-backed pelicans get that name for the pink coloration appears on their backs during nesting season. You can kind of see that. There's another good look at the Nile hippo. Looks like it's nap time. And walk or bounce along the riverbed. That is much easier for them. Hippos can also hold their breath for about 5 to 8 minutes at a time, and they can even sleep underwater. They have a natural reflex that tells them to come up for more air. Oh, and also on the left there are some Nile. Check out how long they are. And look, that one's smiling for the camera. How perfect. Say cheese. Incredible parents. When it is time for those eggs to hatch, they will roll them around in their mouth. That helps move along the process as well as incubate those eggs. And we are entering, that's because it kind of looks like it has all of its roots up in the air. That tree will remain leafless for about 9 months of the year or so. And that's in order to retain all the water it needs to withstand the hot savannah sun. But once again, friends, welcome to the or zebras, or maybe even some lions. So we'll see what we can find. I already see quite a few animals further up ahead, so we'll make our way over there. But let's go ahead and start off with right here on the right. There looks to be about 4, 5, 6 of them there. These are wildebeest. Right. Now, wildebeest are the second most densely populated animal in the world, right after us, the humans. They also have one of the largest migrations in the world with about 1.5 million participants. During this migration, they can kick up so much dirt and dust. You can see that dust cloud all the way from the International Space Station. Now on your left, way back in that den, there are some painted dogs. Let me get a closer look. The painted dogs get that name from their beautiful coat. They're some of the most efficient hunters in Africa. Painted dogs having 90 are the emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. They've got those long horns that go backward, only about 10 pounds. That's because they have a honeycomb-like structure all throughout the inside, which helps allow for blood to flow, which helps keep them nice and cool. Both male and female Ankole cattle have those awesome horns of mounds of dirt. Well, these are actually termite mounds. Termite mounds can be as strong as concrete. concrete, even though they're only made up of dirt and spit. Elephants like to use termite mounds as a really great scratching post, but after a while, once they're a little bit more worn down, smaller animals such as antelopes will climb on top and use these mounds as lookout points, looking out for any predators that might be in the area. On your left, I think we all know what these guys are. These are giraffes, but more specifically, a few elands standing back there. That's going to be that much larger antelope. Giraffes will reach heights of around 18 to 20, probably are too. I'd like to think that giraffes are some of the most efficient nappers in Africa. They only need about 30 minutes of sleep a day, and they do this by taking 5-minute power naps all throughout the day, all while standing up. We are passing up the inside. We'll approach these trees and pierce them with their tusks. It then becomes a great water source for all the animals in the area, not just those elephants. Other animals can also bite into the bark of these trees and soak up the water as if they were biting into a sponge. Now, this is an African elephant, and I know this not just because we're here in Africa, duh, but also because of their ear shape. Their ear is shaped like the continent of Africa. Other elephants have a much more rounded off ear. If you look over your left shoulder, you'll be able to see that elephant again. They are extremely social creatures. A mother will stay with her children for most of her life, and that herd is known as a family group. Now also down on the left are some greater flamingos. Greater flamingos are the largest of the flamingo species. They can reach about 5 feet tall when fully extended. And a group of flamingos is known as a flamboyance. So you're looking at a flamboyance of flamingos. They get that beautiful pink coloration from all the brine shrimp that they eat. And if you notice, if you look a little more gray, that just means that they are young. When flamingos first hatch, they come out as a gray little fluff ball. And now we are entering some rhino territory, so be on the lookout for some rhinos. The rhinos that we might see out here on the savannah are a little different. So handsome, check him out. The lions are nocturnal. They will rest or sleep for about 16 to 20 hours a day. What a nice cat-up that is. Female lions will do most of the hunting. However, the female lion come out just behind him now. But that's due to livestock conflicts. That is not that high of a number. So it's important that we learn how to coexist and help them out. You can also hear that lion's roar. It is so powerful and awesome, so I definitely recommend trying to give a listen. I know the parks can be kind of loud, but if you got heart-shaped noses, it's really cute. Water bucks get that name from the insane amount of water that they drink. They drink the most amount of water compared to any other antelope. And they're commonly found near watering holes, so they have very oily skin. Helps waterproof their fur coat. Oh, and down on the right are some ostrich eggs. I don't see any ostriches, but they might be around here somewhere, so we'll be on the lookout. Home to our warden's post. Doesn't look like anyone is quite home right now. Seems like the warden has left for the day, so we'll continue on. Now, unfortunately for us, my friends, we are approaching our final gate, meaning we are just about done with the safari. I hope you get to see some of your favorite animals out there. I know I did. They're all my favorites. And I hope you got to see some animals you've never seen before in real life or you've never even heard of before. There's lots of good different ways that you can help out and protect these animals. One way is recycling. Recycling what exactly? Well, your electronics, your smartphones, watches, laptops. All of those contain a specific mineral known as coltan. Coltan mining is a major form of habitat loss over in Africa, and so by properly recycling your electronics, you can help reduce the need for mining and therefore reduce the happily recycle them and help restore our beautiful planet. Now, as we approach the unload dock, friends, make sure we're gathering all of our personal belongings. We don't want to leave anything behind in Africa. It can be quite a long walk back after all.